Hi everyone, my name is Pascal. I'm a senior partner success consultant here at Dext North America, and welcome to this video of Dext Precision. In this session, we're going to take a look on focus and flows and how to use them in your practice. Perfect, so here are the learning objectives. In this video, you will learn what are flows in precision and the benefits for your practice. We're going to also create a flow template to help you standardizing your work with your clients and your team. I'm going to also show you how to create your first one-off or repeating flows and to repeat them monthly, quarterly, or annually, and assign them to team members. Then we're gonna look at how to check your flow status and the jobs that are currently on, and finally how to customize your focus dashboard to review all team members and all clients, giving you visibility on work in progress and what to prioritize. Perfect, so let's take a look on Dext Precision. One moment here. Perfect, so we're now here in my Dext Precision homepage account, right? We're gonna focus on this area, the focus tab today. So let's start with what are flows actually. So flows will help you streamline processes and workflows for you or your staff, right? So you can from here create custom workflows from precision checks that can be assigned, completed, and reviewed for each client. This will help you standardize your processes and create consistency across workflows, helping to make your team more efficient. Right? So to get um, gain oversight on team performance and progress on tasks across your practice. This will help you also save a significant amount of time on previous manual spreadsheet processes and saving some money for your clients by avoiding costly mistakes, right? So flows can work with if you do have like a practice management software. We can work with this software side by side, um, like Carbon. So precision, the main difference with precision would be that we are more data driven checks. So because we are connected to your accounting software, so QuickBooks or Xero, any changes, any data that will be available on precision will affect also um, your accounting software um, during the flows. All right. Okay, so let's go over now the flow templates. So here we can create a flow templates with different checks combined within a flow, right? So this template can be added when you're gonna create your first flow, and this can be edited on your side and customized. All right, so at the beginning, we're gonna give you a free templates mainly, so the monthly bookkeeping, the health score, and the tax flow. But you can edit or change through these little three dots on the right by clicking on Edit Templates. So from here, you can change your the name of the template and add a description. And here, change the different checks, right? So the different tasks that you need to do in order to complete this flow. So this is what your bookkeeper or your team needs to go over in order to complete this flow, right? So these different checks can be added from here, from this list, right? So we already give you some checks, but also you got the possibility to create custom checks and then add them in your list. So as you can see here, we've got a small difference with this little green head, means that this is a customized uh, checks compared to this one who already been set on precision. All right. So also from here, you can also drag and drop and change the order of the different checks. So currently, your team will start with this first task, bank reconciliation, and of course, you can change it by drag this one to the second position, and so on. All right. Also, you can create a new flow templates using this button on the top right corner. Okay, from here I can create a new template from scratch, right? So let's do this, for instance, a quarterly check, right? Like that, I can write a short explanation for my team and start to drag my different checks for this quarterly bookkeeping check. All right. So for instance, I will add them like that, different checks, and when it's done, I just hit the save button for this template to be ready and add to a new flow. Okay. So once your flow template is customized, you can now uh, go to the second step and create an actual flow for your team. So let's go to this tab, Flow Creator. I can now create a new flow, right, from scratch. I can create a one-off flows. So this one can be used for to onboard, new clients, but you just add it to your practice, or one-off jobs for clients such as cleanup jobs, right? You can also do create a repeating flow, right? So you just need to make sure to mention the frequency in this flow, so daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annually, and assign this flow to your team member or also a reviewer to check that the flows are completed correctly. Okay, so let's do that. Let's create a first one of flow, for example. Okay, so here I can name my flow, right? So for instance, I will put monthly check, right? And from here I can select the template that I worked before, right? So let's find the monthly bookkeeping, for instance, or the monthly check, sorry, this one. So I'm gonna select the correct template and hit next. I can now choose a reporting period and a due date for this flow, right? Once I do that, I continue, I click on next. Because it's a monthly check, I can, change my invoice age to 1 month and my age variables to 1 month too. All of these are good. I click on next. I can now assign this flow to different clients, right? So I'm just gonna take this one, for instance, the Canadian streaming demo client, and now I can assign this flow to one of my team member, right? So let's say I want to assign this flow to my colleague Steve, and I want to be the reviewer of this flow. So I'm gonna select myself. I can add another reviewer, right? Now I click on next. So I'll be on my last step. I can review that everything has been correctly um, set for this flow, and I can create it from here. Create and start. So after that, Dex Precision will send an email to my assigned team member. So Steve will receive an email saying that, okay, now you have a flow and different checks to do, different tasks from this flow. Okay, so he's gonna start with this one and need to complete different checks. Perfect. So let's say that Steve needs to start with the different task for this check, right? So uh, he got quite of work to do with his aged receivables. So he can, view these different um, transaction in QuickBooks and filter, right, to complete this task. And when it's done, he can simply mark as complete from here with no issues, right? Uh, he can also complete with some issue, right? So if I hit that, I can add a comment from here and leave a message to my manager or the person who's gonna review these checks, and explaining why we got some issue um, on this check. It can be anything, a problem with the date, with any amounts, right? And lastly, Steve can mark this as not applicable, right, for any reason, and you can also add a comment from here, right? So once a flow is complete, Steve can send this flow as send for review, sorry, right? And as a reviewer, I will receive an email and check the flows, and eventually the different comments that Steve will leave me to change the checks, right? Awesome. Now I'm gonna go to my flow list to show you how to check the different status of the flows that you created in Dext Precision. So here are the different jobs, right, currently on for the different clients, right? They are in progress. Okay, so if I hit this drop down list, I can see the one that has been completed and the one that are not. You can see also the reviewer, right? I can sort by due date, and I can also create new flows from here. Okay, so this is a good way to have an overview and see what's in progress uh, within different clients and teams. All right, perfect. So now finally we're gonna have a look at the focus dashboard. So this will give you an overall view of every single flows that you need to have a look or double check, right? So you'll find here all the different flows assigned to your team, to yourself, the different period and due dates, and especially the progress right here, and how many checks are required to complete every single flows. So this is a good way if you, for example, work with remote teams. This will helps to identify how the team is getting on and support them if they need any help. This will also help you identify capacity of team members and have a visibility of the jobs that are assigned to them. All right. So this is a very great way to see your team performance and progress across your practice. So from here you can filter, right, using these two options. You can, for instance, filter by the people that you assign to and the progress from here. So now I can see how many flows are assigned to different to my different team member of my team. All right, so here we go, and I have also um, view of the progress of on the different uh, flows and how many checks they need to complete, how many work they need to fix before complete the different flows. So this is a good way um, to track that, to track their performance, and also if you filter and you want to have the same view here next time, you can save this template for next time, save this focus dashboard for next time, and have a quick view on your team performance. All right, perfect. Last thing I wanted to mention is this tab, repeating flows. So just a quick reminder that when you create your flows through the flow creator. You can do a one-off flows or repeating one. Here are the different repeating flows. So if you want, you can make changes from here, right? By clicking on the 0 dots and edit the flow. If you need to change the dates or change anything you need uh, to do depending on uh, the workflow, and this will only impact any change for ongoing work. So this will not affect changes to previous flows, but only to the next one. Awesome. So this is our checklist for today. So now you be able to create your first flow templates and your first checks, customized checks, and create your first flow if it's a one-off or repeating one. You can also track your flow status and customize the focus dashboard. Perfect. So thank you so much for watching this video, and if you got any questions, please reach us at this email, and have a good one.